Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and today is my 1 year anniversary of my YouTube channel. So let's get into this today. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Of course it's going to be amazing. My 1 year anniversary video, that's probably what you tuned in for anyway. So on this very day, a year ago, I uploaded my first ever YouTube video, and you may remember I did a review of the Witch's Familiar set, which had a figure of Peter Capaldi, which was my second ever figure of Peter Capaldi, which is quite crazy. Who is basically my favourite Doctor anyway. And Davros. So you may remember I did a review of that, and that doesn't feel like a year ago. Time's gone so far. So honestly, I'm here today just to talk about my YouTube channel, what inspired me to become a YouTuber, which I am now, and all that kind of stuff, really. So, let's crack on to the video, I suppose. So the first section we're going to be talking about on my YouTube channel, this video here, which on this anniversary video, we're going to be talking about what inspired me to become a YouTuber and get my own YouTube channel. Out of the bat, I think the honest reason that I wanted to become a YouTuber was because I thought it was cool, which is quite cool, and also I had a whole host of people who I really enjoyed watching. I thought I can make content that was like that, or I can make something better than that, or something like that. I could do a video like that. I'm pretty sure I could do that. And I thought, well, I can be a YouTuber, and why not give it a try? And I thought to myself, I can do it. So, there are a couple of YouTube channels that, a few YouTube channels that really inspired me. One of the ones that really inspired me was a YouTube channel called Headphones UK. Now, if you haven't heard of them, he's a really great YouTuber, Headphones UK. He's absolutely amazing. I'm a big fan of his. I really think that his YouTube style is very good, and how he does reviews of so much random stuff, which is kind of what I have done in the past in my YouTube channel. We think about 1 week it would be a comedy, and 1 week it would be something sci-fi like Doctor Who or anything else like that. So you think about it like that. I kind of liked that format, and also because his videos were very, very good, and I always thought I could do something like that. I really feel like Headphones UK, his videos are really amazing, and they inspired me basically to become a YouTuber, which I've got to say, Headphones UK, I've got to say, you're amazing, honestly. And I really, if you're watching this, I've got to say, you're an amazing YouTuber. And don't let anyone tell you that you're not, because you're a really great YouTuber. You inspired me to become a YouTuber. So, I mean, honestly, you're a legend, mate. Honestly, that's what I've got to say. You're a legend. And let's move on from Headphones UK and talk about the other YouTuber who kind of just made me want to become a YouTuber as well. His name is Richard Lloyd. I don't know whether you guys have heard of him. You probably have. He's quite big in the fan base. Richard Lloyd, he is a really great YouTuber. Unbelievable. I really think that his way he does everything, like figures, as well as talking about Doctor Who news and all that kind of stuff, I think it's probably one of the best out there. I've really got to say his stuff is really, really good. And then I've also got to say that he's just brilliant at everything he does. He's also got a massive collection. I have a collection, just through that door there. His collection's massive and all that sort of stuff. I really enjoy the way he reviews and does everything. Moving on now from Richard, moving on to Tailored Vision Productions. Tailored Vision Productions, or so basically Miles Taylor. I've got to say, his way he does YouTube, and he works with Richard as well. So Richard and Miles, as you may remember, they always do collabs together, and I really think that that he does an absolutely amazing job as well, because I really like the way he blends everything together, like everything he's interested in, which is kind of like what I try and do with my channel, a bit like Headphones UK and all that sort of stuff. I really like mixing loads of random stuff together. If you have seen my new logo, which is kind of released for my, technically, anniversary of the channel, which I uploaded a couple of months ago now, but I picked that logo because it kind of represented everything of my actual YouTube channel, because if you may remember, I had the little crest at the bottom. I don't know why I'm pointing with that, but yeah, never mind. I have this little crest at the bottom which said sci-fi, comedy and murder mystery, which is basically the code name for my channel anyway. So that's why I kind of created that logo with the EM in the middle. It's kind of to make my own logo, which I think it really helped. And to blend all of those random stuff together, because who could picture, like, sci-fi next to comedy, then next to murder mystery? And that's what I kind of came up with, because I'm a massive fan of Father Brown, Death in Paradise, Doctor Who, like, Ben 10. I was a massive fan of Ben 10 when I was younger. I haven't done any videos on that yet, but they will be coming at some point, I guarantee they will. And also, Spider-Man, I love Spider-Man. Then comedies, I just love everything about comedies. I think I actually have watched more comedy episodes than Doctor Who episodes. I've watched, like, all of Only Fools and Horses, all of My Family. I've watched all of Open All Hours, all of Still Open All Hours. I've just watched everything, even Green Grass. I've watched every episode of that. Honestly, I've got to say, it's like, they're all the best comedies. Yeah, I've honestly got to say, they're all-time classics. But I have seen a lot of comedy as well, so that's why that's kind of in there. Because there wasn't very many comedy YouTube channels out there specifically which target that viewpoint. And yeah, so that's why I chose to do that, because there wasn't very many out there for, like, say, Last of the Summer Wine, which is an absolute amazing sitcom, which you should check out. That's why I did a video on that. You may remember that about 10 months ago now, but there'll be a sequel coming to that where I do my top 5 favourite Last Summer Wine trio/teams that'll be coming at some point. And yeah, so I kind of did that with some bits of obscure kind of stuff, because there's not very many videos on, like, Last Summer Wine or Only Fools and Horses, or, you know, sitcoms in general. There's no one does reviews on them as much anyway. So that's why I kind of focused on that. And then, of course, I focused on the big one, which has taken up a lot of my channel, which is Doctor Who, because I am a massive fan of Doctor Who, and that kind of sucked me into this channel, which I am now, which is a kind of a lot of Doctor Who videos, because they get me quite a lot of views, and I did notice that. But yeah, I really love making videos, and this is why I've got to say this to you guys, because honestly, I think they're really amazing, and I've just thankful for everyone who's subscribed and done everything, because you guys are amazing, and thank you. Yeah, so that was my little section on subscribers and how I kind of, you know, everything about what inspired me to become a YouTuber. And also, I may just do a little thing here. I also got kind of inspired a lot because my brother, who did a YouTube channel in 2020, he did mainly about coronavirus stuff and all that sort of stuff. But he kind of inspired me a bit as well, because he was making them as I was filming some of these videos. Some of these videos, when I mean my original videos, because back when I was, it must have been like 2018 or 2017 or something, I did a lot of videos on, like, my iPad. I never uploaded them to YouTube because I wasn't allowed to, but I mean, they were like older videos, but I've never uploaded them to YouTube because maybe they would be a bit embarrassing to show, especially camera angles and things. So yeah, I just thought I might mention that there, because I didn't really need to upload those, but of course they would have looked much more amateurish, I suppose. But let's quickly move on 2. Now, you guys may remember I did a video on this, which is my replica sonic screwdriver. Because of course you remember, it looked very nice there. Everything there, you know, just lovely piece. And you may remember I did a review of this on my channel. Yeah, so there's a reason why I'm just stopping to talk about it now. Because after I uploaded this video, I assumed that there would probably be people commenting, and a guy commented, I've got to say, thank you to this person. Their name is Sonic Bolt Props, and they confirmed that the prop that I'm holding here, prop replica I'm holding here, is a 180 Tracker Classic sonic screwdriver. I was unsure of the origins because the guy who I bought it off wasn't exactly sure of the origins, but now I know exactly where it came from. Now, I'm holding this here because I've got to tell you something. This is actually used for reference for the 1996 TV movie Sonic Screwdriver, and they based it off this. So the thing I'm holding right now, in America, there would have been someone holding this, and they would have been sculpting the actual version. So this is basically a reference of that. So this would have become something like that. And that's the reason why it has a flat base, and that's the reason why bullet and everything, that's the reason why it can't move or anything like that. That's the reason. So, this wasn't a mistake or anything like this. This was used when the original one, the original 1996 TV movie prop, got stolen, and the only thing that they could use for reference was this. The 800 Tracker Classic sonic screwdriver. So they used this when it got stolen, which was very interesting. And it also got used in a photo shoot in the 1996 promotional stuff. It got used in it was inside the TARDIS toolkit or whatever. Yes, it was put in the TARDIS toolbox, toolbox, and it got put in there. And in a couple of photos, they took promotional images and things. This was used. Probably not this exact one, but I mean, there probably would have been loads of these specifically, but it could have been that exact one. And I technically own a piece of Doctor Who history, so, which is really great, kind of, because I just imagine there'll be someone working with Fox and the BBC, who both contributed to make the film. They would have been, like, using one of these, so someone from the production team was probably holding this one, or one similar, anyway. But it's very interesting to know that I own a piece of Doctor Who history that isn't very much heard of, because I didn't know about the owner, I didn't know exactly where it came from. I assumed that it was a 4th Doctor body with an 8th Doctor head, and the 8th Doctor one was just wrong because it couldn't move. So that's the reason I did that review. And also, I got a comment, and thank you a lot to Sonic Bolt Props. I really got to say, mate, you've absolutely done an amazing job for discovering this out for me, and I really am very happy that you have managed to discover all of this information, because you must know a lot about your sonic screwdrivers, unlike me, because I know a bit about sonic screwdrivers, but not overall enough. But it is very interesting to know why it has a flat base, and why it's missing stuff, and like things like that. It is very interesting to know the history behind the sonic screwdriver, particularly this one, because this was used in reference to make the 1996 TV movie prop, which I think is really, really incredible. And of course, it does have the kind of pinpoint accuracy of the bullets, the little bullet there with everything, and of course it does unscrew like so. Yes, so that's what I've got to say. But this 800 Tracker Classic sonic screwdriver got to say is amazing, because it does feel like the actual prop, well, probably how the actual prop would have felt. Similar anyway. It doesn't slide or move up or close or whatever like the actual movie, but is very nice indeed. I am a massive fan of this Sonic. Got to say, having it in hand, it feels like I'm closer to Doctor Who, and now I kind of own this kind of rare bit of Doctor Who history. And apparently, according to the guy who commented, he said that this was a mega, like, classic Sonic screwdriver, so I've got to say that the classic Sonic screwdriver is so nice, I've got to say. Well, thanks mate. And he said that they're quite rare these days, so I own a piece of rare Doctor Who merchandise, which is very, well, I wouldn't say merchandise either, but thanks mate anyway. I've got to say, it's an amazing job, this thing anyway. Of course, like, handmade, obviously by the production team and everything, so I've got to say, a mega thank you to you, Sonic Bolt props. I've got to say thank you, and yeah, thought I might give you a big shout out for that, because, well, mate, you're obviously you're a legend. Thanks for that comment. I've really got to say, you've helped me out there, because I was not sure on that Origins, and you cracked that case for me, and I've got to say thank you. Thanks. So, let's move on. So, now we're just going to be moving on to kind of the later part of the video now, because we've had the section where I talked about what inspired me to become a YouTuber. Then we had the section about Sonic, which I kind of enjoyed doing that. It's very fun. And then now we have a section where I just talk about various things, other things, which just kind of led me to make the channel as well. So a bit like the first part, but yeah, a little bit more stuff. So, as I did notice that Doctor Who, as a whole, as a fan base, I've got to say, in certain areas, we have kind of started to fall down a bit in a recent way. Well, like, and kind of, Doctor Who are kind of fans, a lot of the time, they can get quite angry over the slight little thing, and I felt like we all need to kind of have a break at some point with certain things of Doctor Who history and things. But I'm still not a big fan of the Chris Chibnall era, so I thought I might just move into a little section about, you know, showrunners and all that kind of stuff. So as fans, we're not a big fan. There's kind of a slump with Chris Chibnall, which is a fair point. He's not the best showrunner we've had. I really miss Stephen Moffat. I really thought that he was really amazing showrunner, and sad that he's gone. But now we have Russell T Davies on the way, which I think is a really, really exciting thing, because it just reminds me of the days where I wasn't even a Doctor Who fan, which is quite mad, honestly, because when Russell T Davies was Doctor Who showrunner, I was very, little, so I didn't really care about Doctor Who as much when I was very little. Like, I wouldn't care about the writers or anything like that. But I've noticed as I get older, I kind of become more interested in the making of Doctor Who and everything, which is very interesting, seeing like how they make it, how they write it, and all sort of stuff. But I've honestly noticed that as you get older, you start noticing some points of, like, lots of things about Doctor Who that aren't quite right. Like, sometimes, like, some writers can be a bit strange, all that kind of stuff. But I really find that Russell T Davies is one of the best writers. Even going back to me being, like, a very small child, I always remember, like, Russell T Davies episodes are, like, one of the best episodes. People say that Love and Monsters is the worst episode. Now, that's a bit extreme, because that's one of the most Doctor Who-y episodes ever, because it just feels like it takes place in Doctor Who, and that was one of the most Russell T Davies Doctor Who stories ever, and I really felt like it was took place in Doctor Who, unlike certain episodes of Chris Chibnall's era, which honestly feel like they don't even take place in Doctor Who, because it feels like some episodes of Chris Chibnall's era feel like they've just walked out of an ITV like soap a lot of times, or like an ITV documentary. They don't feel like it's Who. It doesn't feel like it's Doctor Who anymore. So that's what I kind of have to say on the Chris Chibnall stuff. But I'm not biased. I'm not biased towards Chris Chibnall whatsoever. I think he's an okay writer. I don't rate him bad or anything. I don't think, oh, Chris Chibnall, he's so bad. No, I don't think that way. I just think that if he had better decisions, he maybe would have made a lot better channel, a lot better like kind of Doctor Who net for the TV show itself, and that's what I kind of really think about Chris Chibnall. But I'm not biased towards that at all. I'm not saying Russell's the best. You can pick your choice, honestly, because I am going to do a showrunner video similar to this, how I'm speaking now. But that's what I've got to say on that kind of random stuff that I find what makes a good showrunner. It's a random bit I have there that I've just thrown into the mix because it's for your enjoyment, so I thought I might add that in there. And also, as a little thing that I'm just going to add into my little bash that I'm going to do here, I thought I might just take a look at this. So I thought I might just take a little bit of a detour from where I was having my conversation originally and move on to these lovely, lovely little pieces of merchandise here. So here, I did show Delworth in a previous video, but here he is here. Maybe just be able to see. Yeah, I really think the head sculpt, they got this really great, and of course it does look very nice. Very similar to David Jason, but in a more of a cartoony way. I really do like the head, it kind of like bobs a bit. I really do like the cigar in there, and like the little coat, and of course the little D emblem there. I really think that really works. Of course, the white trainers, I think they're really captured, but I'm not sure exactly whether they were white in the show, but I do remember in the earlier series seeing them wearing white kind of shoes, and the blue trousers, very nice. And of course, there you go. I really think that that's a great figure, the grey hat and everything, the sculpt. And then Rodney, I find he's one of my favourites out of the collection. I really find that his head is like so cartoony. It's like Nicholas Lyndhurst, but they just did one of those weird like caricature things, whatever they do. You know, those, you must have seen those things where basically you walk down the street in like London or like any town really, or anything, or any city or something. They have this guy, this bloke, so they're painting someone or drawing someone, and they draw them in a really cartoony way. That's kind of what it reminds me of here. And that's what Nicholas Lyndhurst probably didn't, but his hair's a lot more brown than I kind of remember, but that's kind of it really, I've got to say. But the boots are very nice, and they're a nice brown, and a nice sculpt and everything. I probably will do a close-up video on these at some point, but I thought I might just add them on here anyway. Of course, we do have the Uncle Albert. Now, this has probably got to be one of my favourite like figures they've done, bubbleheads they've done in their range. I've got to say, they are really very nice. Nice pipe there, very nice old-fashioned pipe. Of course, you do have the lovely big beard. So that's more like, I kind of would say, like a Series 5/Series 6 kind of Uncle Albert, because in Series 4 he had a much more kind of shorter beard. But the hat is very nice. Probably looks more brighter on camera, but it's actually more, kind of more like, unless of it looking really bright, it's more like kind of like a light one, but not as vibrant as it looks on camera. In hand, it looks quite different, but he does have all the little logos under there, of course, little stripes and everything. The coat's very nice as well. Of course, the brown shoes, very nice, and they're all in a very similar height order. They're all kind of like that. But I thought I might mention them here, just as a little breaker into this big long review, which I've kind of done, which is just incorporating various bits of information from my YouTube channel and what I do here. Now, I probably should move on to the last point of this video. You may have noticed that I have not done videos on sci-fi, not sci-fi, but I mean I have done videos on sci-fi, but I haven't done videos particularly on murder mystery. Well, there's a reason, because a lot of my videos seem to overlap a lot of the time, and I haven't kind of found the sweet spot to do these videos. But the video I do have planned are one for Father Brown Series 9 and Death in Paradise Series 11. They're definitely coming along with my Spider-Man No Way Home review. They'll be out in a couple of weeks because there's very many Doctor Who news or Doctor Who related stuff recently as going back. Not very much, apart from like news like, oh my god, Jodie Whittaker's going to regenerate outside of the TARDIS, which isn't the most interesting news, so I didn't really do a video on it. And of course, we've got various other stuff like that. And stuff like that, really, because a lot of it has been like, oh, it could be this person who Russell T Davies has worked with. Which I didn't find as interesting as, like, say, oh, David Tennant's returning or something like that, which I did do a video on a couple of weeks ago now, so please check that out. Yeah, so that's what I kind of had to say on the matter of that kind of news overall. This kind of serves as an update video as well, so that's why I did mention all of that stuff coming soon. But I am so glad to everyone who has been part of this channel from the start, and everything that you guys have done for this channel, and like liked and subscribed. All of you, I've really got to say, you guys are amazing. Because honestly, I think you guys are incredible, I've got to say, for being as loyal and everything as you guys are, and to watch all my videos and everything. I really hope by like at least April or May, I really would love, for me anyway, to get to 40 subscribers. We're on 37 now, so come on guys, we can get to 40, and then like who knows where we're going to be in this time next year for my 2-year anniversary. I really hope we could get at least 40 by that time anyway, by April or May. Really hope that we could get there, because it's not long, is it really, guys? So that's what I have to say. That's the end of my video, and I hope you all enjoyed my anniversary video, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.